This is the Primary Arms house brand Expo Arms chromed bolt carrier group. This is my second attempt at reviewing it. The first one had some really shitty looking frosted / burnt looking chrome on the lugs. This is its replacement. I'm 99% sure that this is a microbest for a variety of reasons, including discussions on forums, comments posted by Primary Arms, and telling me kind of with a wink and a nod when I call customer service. Let me say, first and foremost, I really like that color. I like the look of it much better than the nickel boron, and it's not going to discolor like the nickel boron will with use. It's much more of a whiter coating. Everything is chrome plated with the exception of this roll pin. How's the camera here? There we go. A couple of comments here. I've been messing with bolt carrier groups made by Microbest over the last couple of years, and I don't think they're quite what they used to be. This is a sharp edge. The screw hex is off center. Doesn't really matter, but it just makes me wonder if the rest of the screw is okay. The interior looks like trash. I mean, it really just looks like trash, especially when highlighted by the chrome. The fit is nice and tight. I was a little worried about that because I have one bolt carrier group that after just a couple hundred rounds feels way too worn in. Something about 2 years ago, but 2 years ago was the height of Corona, so that's understandable. Another thing I like about these over the nickel boron is because, well, first of all, the original ones were chromed all over, right? And even though the modern ones are phosphated on the exterior, the functional surfaces in the bore and inside the key are chromed. So if not better, it's at least just as good. I don't mind the modern coatings on the outside of the part, but I like the chrome where it belongs. And there's something I've been thinking about where I was worried that, see, I prefer the phosphate on the outside. I prefer it breaks in, right, into basically bare steel, and it smooths out against the hard coat. The hard coat eventually wears. And I was worried that the chrome hardening and protecting the surface here, if there were any tool marks, would cause the receiver to wear prematurely. But now that I have this in my hand, I'm realizing these are ground surfaces. There are no tool marks here. So other than this funny edge here, which I'll probably stone a little bit, this surface, and this surface are quite smooth. This is particularly smooth. So I think this is going to be great. This looks like a particular polish to it before the plating, so it'll be even easier to clean than it would have been otherwise. And I always look, because on the, like I think it's a BCM pin, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know how they do this chamfer, but I think they just use like a conical tool, like a chamfer tool on some, where they just plunge it, you know, and where the surface is higher, you know, at the top of this radius, it digs in deeper. And so this chamfer ends up, rather than looking like a circle from the top, it looks oblong. So this is done what I consider the right way. It looks like a cold pin. So pretty nice overall. Looks like crap on the inside, doesn't matter, but just looks like trash. And a little bit of a sharp edge here. All of the older, and you can see it's a little ding too, right? You roll it around with an edge sharp like that. That'll happen. A little bit chewed up here too. I wouldn't say I really care about that, it does nothing. A little bit of a sharp edge here. But I'm sure this will be great. But, you know, if you go back a few years to even like an older Palmetto State Armory bolt carrier group, you will not have this sharp edge here. Not any of the ones I've seen.